Guys, I hear you. You've been asking me a lot of questions about online dating. Now, I've been off the market for quite a while, but it is something, okay, I can go off and I can do the research. I can see what the latest studies are talking about. And what I found actually is that there is one huge problem. What is that? Gentlemen, that's the subject of today's video. All right, so before I reveal the problem, I want to share with you a little bit of research coming out of Columbia University by Sheena Iyengar. This is a classic study. It's called the JAM study. If you can imagine, you're walking into a grocery store. You got two tables in front of you. One table has 24 types of jam. The other one has 6 types of jam. Now, assuming 100 people went by these two tables, you're going to find that 60% are going to go to the table with 24 types of jam, 40% to this table with only 6 types of jam. And if I were to say, who do you think sold more? Most people are going to say, well, yeah, they had 60 people check out this one. You had a lot more options, so they probably bought more. That is not true. Only 3% of the people that went and looked at the 24 types of jam actually bought. While on the other side, 33% and 11 times multiple actually bought when there were less options. And that's the problem, gentlemen, is that you've got too many options, too many choices. I know, sounds like a bad problem. And many of you guys are saying, Antonio, that is not a problem. I love the fact that I've got access to 10,000 to 100,000 different options out there when I'm looking for a mate. But if you're looking to build a deeper relationship, you want to actually have success and take this online dating to the next level to actually form a relationship, understand that your biggest barrier is not having the right profile picture or what to wear on that first date, but it's actually dealing with the complexity of choice. All right, Antonio, let's say I believe you, and the complexity of choice is the biggest problem that men face. How can I overcome it? Well, guys, I've got a 5-step decision-making process that you can follow, and so that you can go out there and you can make the right choice for you when you have almost unlimited options. You ready? Let's get into it. Tip number 1, stop serendipidating. So serendipidating is when you take the dating process and you leave it up to chance. You remember the movie Serendipity? I watched it with my wife. It's all about chance. The movie Serendipity. She takes a book. She puts a note in there. She closes the book. She puts the book up on a shelf randomly in New York, and by fate, they're supposed to come back together when he finds the note. It took years for that to happen. And if you're okay with waiting 10, 20, 30, 40 years for chance to bring you your soulmate, well, this video is probably not for you, but I would say if you want to take dating seriously, you want to put in a little bit of effort, you want to apply a little bit of work to it, then I think that you've got a great chance, and that's going to take us to tip number 2. Tip number 2, know your values, know your rules, and when you're looking for a partner, make sure that they align. And you may say, oh, I do that, Antonio. Understand that men were very bad at doing this. I know, I've seen the research on this in speed dating, where men would go in with a list of what they're looking for in a partner, but as soon as they started talking to a pretty woman, they ignored the list. Do not ignore the list. And that's why, if you look historically, why things like arranged marriages have actually worked out, because they ignore the emotion. They actually look at, okay, what is important for that family? Is this a good union for our families? And they look at it from that perspective. But if you just go into this with your emotion, think about it. You met her at a nightclub. How do you know what her values are? What is important to her? And yes, you may both like to have fun at night and stay up all night, but if you don't agree on whether or not you want to have children, then understand there is not much potential here for a long-term relationship. You've got to get those key points down first before you look at secondary factors, which are, I think, a lot less important. Tip number 3, figure out what your goals are. And this is easier said than done, because most of us, we lie to ourselves. We're listening to our parents. They're saying, yeah, you want to go get married, but you don't want to get married. Be honest with yourself, because that right there is going to save you a lot of pain. And ask this person that you're developing this long-term relationship with. Look at their finances. If this person is financially irresponsible, understand that this could be a huge issue. And if your goal is to be financially successful, to have children, you've got to make sure that this person you're looking to partner with has the same long-term goals. Tip number 4, examine your options through the lens of your goals. So it's kind of like a camera. You're going to use your goals as the camera, and you're going to look through, and you're only going to look at a section of all the options that you have. So you're purposely not looking at what's behind you, and you're not looking at what's to the left, what's to the right. You're looking and taking a picture of what is directly in front of you. So let me give you a real world example. What to do on a Saturday night. Now, if your goal is to find a partner, find someone that you can build your life with who has the same values as you. Well, look at your options. You could stay in and play Fortnite, which, yes, you do meet people, but are you going to meet that person? Probably not. Maybe you've got a church youth group that meets up on Saturday nights. That would be a great option. But maybe you want a party girl. You want just, and you're honest with yourself, you want a wife for the night. You want to go out and have some fun. Well, there are plenty of clubs, discotheques, and things like that to go to, and that is an option. But be honest with yourself. Frame it through the lens of your goals, and then you can make a very easy decision. Tip number 5, put in the reps, do the work. Any relationship that is worth anything in life, you have to put in the work. You've got to put in the effort, and you do take the risk that this relationship will fail. But guys, it is well worth it. With my wife, it's 15 years of work, 15 years of love, 15 years of just great joy because we've gone down the journey together. But with any relationship, there is work. There is going to be loss. With all of my business partners, my good friends, Aaron Marino, Ryan Masters, these guys, yeah, we've put in a lot of work, a lot of effort to build that trust, and it makes life worth living. All right, Jen, so now it's your turn. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What'd you think of this video? I felt it was a little bit deeper than a lot of the other ones talk about dating apps and things like that. But I truly believe the complexity issue is huge. Having too many choices is causing so many of you guys to be unhappy and not be able to find a partner, someone that you can go through life with. And I know it's important for me, and I want you to be happy. I want you to be successful. I want you to become the man you know yourself to be. That's it, guys. I will see you in the next video. And yeah, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye.
The people here are fantastic. The content creators are so approachable, each and every one of them. They're all slightly different and they have different perspectives on things. If you ask the right questions, you'll get everything you need out of this event, no problem.
Getting to talk with Aaron, getting to talk with Antonio. These are the people that have changed my life. Even the attendees here, getting to see what they do, what they're looking for, what their dreams and aspirations are. And I live off of that stuff and I thrive on it,
All right, so before I reveal the problem, I want to set this up with a story. So imagine you're going to the grocery store and you've got two options here.